All right, you guys, so Battlefield 2042 just dropped some great news you guys do not want to miss out on. There is 2 new game modes added to the all-out war experience menu. We've got an update regarding the rush game mode in Battlefield Portal, and we've also got a couple other key updates coming to BF 2042 that you guys need to be in the know about. Hey, what's up everyone? Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 news video, and today we're going to go ahead and jump into things with the biggest news of the day, and this is probably some of the best news we've had all week, and I would even argue since the launch of the game. Earlier today, the Battlefield Direct Communication tweeted out that 64-player Conquest and Breakthrough are now available for a limited time in Battlefield 2042 on Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, and PC. And they also said start playing the new experiences right now via the all-out warfare menu. So if you don't think the developers of Battlefield 2042 are listening, then you are completely wrong, because they finally gave us what we wanted. We are now able to experience 64-player Conquest and Breakthrough. Now, in my opinion, I think that Conquest on 128 players is pretty solid, but it's a completely different story on Breakthrough. It's almost too much chaos, so I'm definitely looking forward to that 64-player experience. I also think it's important to mention that this is not a full solution to the problem. I personally would love for them to balance Breakthrough and Conquest on 128 players, but at least with the 64-player servers, it feels a little bit more like Battlefield. In my opinion, it really is a band-aid solution to the greater issue of balancing Conquest and Breakthrough, but I'm confident this is a good thing for them to do, to continue to try out new things, and most importantly, giving the players the choice to play whatever mode they want to play. I will likely find myself playing more of 64-player Breakthrough rather than 128, but I did play a lot of Operation Locker on BF4, so I could easily see myself going back to the 128-player server. For those of you that have played Operation Locker 24/7 on PC, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very similar to a 128-player Breakthrough. I would say one of the biggest positives for a 64-player count Conquest and Breakthrough is that the server performance will overall be a better experience, as well as your PC should perform better. You should get a lot more FPS on 64-player servers rather than 128, because there would be less people clumped up, bogging down the server, doing explosions, shooting their gun, and just overall being in a tight space. And that's not to mention that Battlefield at its core is used to performing with 64-player servers. That's what the player count size has been for years. They know it, they've perfected it, which is why most of the problems we have with 128 players is just the servers alone. They're still testing and improving the netcode, fixing bugs, and just making it a more optimized server experience. But the only way that they're able to do that is by letting things break, which is one of the reasons why I think they also introduced this mode, to test things out, to see how players like it, and specifically to try to retain as many players as possible in the game. As you guys know, the Battlefield 2042 player count has been dropping substantially, and that is rightfully so. The game is not really working as intended, or as advertised for that matter. So I truly believe this was their play to try to get as many players to continue playing Battlefield 2042 as possible, especially through the holidays, because the developers will be taking a vacation. Moving on to our next bit of news, if you guys would like to win a copy of Battlefield 2042 and a PlayStation 5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and comment with your Twitter handle. The winner will be picked whenever I hit 55,000 subscribers. We've got some amazing news regarding the Rush playlist in Battlefield Portal. According to the Battlefield Direct Communication Twitter, they said this: the featured Rush playlist will be staying with us in Battlefield Portal through the holidays as well. You'll find the option to match make on the home screen of Portal. So there you have it, guys. All of our suggestions about keeping Rush a featured experience in Battlefield Portal has officially came true. It is a Christmas miracle, and for that reason, I am super happy. Next up, we're going to talk about some other fixes and changes that will be happening to BF 2042 in the future. And of course, this is coming from the lead game designer Drunksy. A user on Twitter tagged Drunksy with this quick question: I get terminated when I use a medical syringe to myself. This has been happening way too frequently. To which Florian responded, there is currently an issue where if you are taking damage while healing, there is a chance that it doesn't show the killer correctly. It basically considers yourself as the killer. We are aware of that, and we have a fix for it on its way for an upcoming update. Next up, we've got another player that said this: is there any workaround for not being able to jump/vault after reviving? It happens to me every game, but never happens to others I play with. Using loadout crates fixes it, entering/exiting a vehicle fixes it. Those options are not always available though. To which Florian responded, if you press the revive button and interact again, that should fix it. We're working on a proper fix though. Next up, we've got an issue where players are actually getting frozen in time. This right here has happened to me so many times. A user on Twitter said this: so I killed the first guy who gets frozen in time, but I could not see the guy laying down due to that. Great start for 64-player Breakthrough today. This is a problem on many servers. To which Florian responded, this is being looked at. This frozen in time bug has happened to me so many times. It's super annoying. I see a guy that I think is AFK and I go for a takedown, but it turns out that that's just a dead person. But what's funny is the takedown option is still there. It just doesn't work at all. You go to press the button and it does nothing. I'm definitely looking forward to that being fixed. Hopefully it's just a server side thing that they can repair rather than a full patch, but unfortunately only time will tell. So for our next issue, we've got another visual bug happening in Battlefield 2042 that apparently we already know about, and that is in regards to a visual bug with the SVK. A user on Twitter said this: is there a visual bug with the SVK? Whatever I change regarding the weapon, I keep getting a visual glitch. Only when normal sprinting, not tactical sprinting. Florian stated, I believe that's related to the character visuals you have selected here, a known issue. I have personally never experienced this glitch, but it's got to be annoying nonetheless. Moving right along to one of our last issues we're going to talk about in today's video, and that is from a user on Twitter who tagged Drunksy with this: switching loadout and loadout crate messes with weapon ammo. See attached photo from LMG to sniper. Worse, when I switch the other way around, I have like 20 in total ammo for my LMG. Drunksy confirmed that they are working on a fix for it. So overall, there is a lot of stuff happening to BF 2042, and I've got to commend Drunksy and the other developers for staying on top of things, continuing their communication. The level of communication that Florian is doing is something that he does not have to do, and we really do appreciate it. So definitely thank you, Florian. And furthermore, I'm curious to see how long 64-player servers will last in all-out warfare. In my opinion, I think these modes are definitely needed. I would love to see other infantry only game modes like team deathmatch or domination, but just the fact that we got 64-player breakthrough and conquest is a big step in the right direction. Oh, and the fact that Russia's not leaving as well. Now, whether or not this is enough content to add to the game that will keep players playing throughout the holiday season, it's really hard to determine, but either way, I'm excited to grind the crap out of 64-player breakthrough because I've got a feeling that is really going to make it feel like a true Battlefield experience. But guys, that's going to wrap it up with today's video. If you guys want to win a copy of Battlefield 2042 and a PS5, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel and put your Twitter handle in the comment section. Be sure to click the like button, and I will talk to you guys on the next Battlefield 2042 news video.